As part of the Clear-Sighted Career Online Learning Series, we're delighted to welcome you to today's webinar. It's titled Job Seeker Support, CareerShift Demo and Best Practices. If you're in a job search currently or you anticipate one, this program is for you, and it will help you manage your job search in an integrated fashion. My name is Sharon Kane. I serve as the Director of Professional and Academic Programs in Notre Dame's Alumni Association. And I'm joined today on the webinar by Annie Duffy, our Career Advisor, and Val Matta, who is the Vice President of Business Development with CareerShift. Val will be giving us a hands-on demonstration of CareerShift, and you'll be able to see its capabilities and functionality. It is a free resource that enables you to network effectively and to search, store, and organize your job search information. And the Notre Dame Alumni Association is pleased to make this available to you complimentary. So Val's going to share some very practical information and best practices that are going to support you in your job search. As we get started, I want to encourage everyone to submit your questions. You can do so at any time during the webinar. Simply use the Q&A portion that you see on your screen to submit your question. If we don't get to your question as part of the webinar today, we'll certainly respond to you offline. And to make that easy and to facilitate that, please include your email address in your questions. And just a quick reminder that we're recording this webinar. It will be posted to the My Notre Dame website. You can find it under Connect, Career and Professional Services in the Multimedia Resources section. So now let me introduce Ms. Valerie Matta. Val is an executive with the CareerShift and has been from the beginning. She's dedicated to supporting her clients by sharing her expertise in product development and marketing. She earned her BA in psychology from St. Francis University and followed up with her MBA from Cleveland State University. Interestingly, the Notre Dame CareerShift partnership was established in 2007, and it was our Career Center that became CareerShift's first client. Over the years, it's been the feedback that CareerShift has received from our students and alumni that have really helped shape CareerShift's technology that we're going to see today. And so far, over 3,500 alumni job seekers have taken advantage of this free resource that's offered through the Alumni Association and in partnership with CareerShift. So we value that partnership, and Val, we thank you in advance for sharing your expertise with us, and let's dive in.
Sure. Thank you, Sharon. Thanks for your kind introduction. As my bio on the screen now indicates, I have been working with everyone at University of Notre Dame for quite some time. I have been privy to helping mold the technology as the users at University of Notre Dame have done as well over the past 7 years. So please know that we appreciate it, and I'm delighted that so many people have logged in to take advantage of this, to learn more about CareerShift today. Today we're going to be covering a couple of things. The first thing is how the job search horizon has changed. Secondly, how CareerShift can help with productivity and organizing your search. Also, I'm going to be given a live short demonstration on how to use your CareerShift account. We'll follow that up by sign-up instructions. We'll have a question and answer period, and so that will work out rather nicely. Today's job search horizon has really not changed in some respects and changed in others. Networking has and always will be the best way to land our new opportunities, but the way in which we network and make connections has certainly changed. There's so much on the internet today. Job search used to be very passive. Now it requires us to be much more proactive and engaged along the way. Not only engaged, but we must be focused, we must be systematic, and we have to remain organized in order to stay on track. That is a big piece of why CareerShift was created. So how do we find people to network with in today's job search landscape? Well, of course, we use LinkedIn. We use the internet. CareerShift was created to help you gather in what's publicly posted on the internet and bring it into a very user-friendly, focused environment. So I'm going to share my screen with you now so you have an opportunity to see what a working CareerShift account actually looks like, which is quite nice. So CareerShift allows you to create an account. What you're looking at on your screen right now is what you will see once you create your account. Your name will be across the top. You'll immediately have an overview of what you're working on. I have 24 saved jobs, 67 saved contacts, 3 saved companies, 11 saved campaigns or communications that I've sent out and recorded as well. 14 different types of documents I'm using to market myself, and I currently have 27 alerts set. All those things will make sense to you. So this is the overview. Account information allows you to change your passwords and security questions. Personal information allows you to change an email address if you're changing your mail server. We have an entire tutorial section. We have a large overview tutorial followed by smaller snippets. Each of these smaller tutorials are found here. They're found on the CareerShift YouTube channel, and they're also found within each of the tools and applications that you can see in the form of tabs across the top of your screen. You can additionally click on the link here that I'm circling, and you can sign up for another live webinar. So feel free to take advantage of what's being offered to you. Not only can you search through our search engines, but you can connect your LinkedIn account to your CareerShift account. When you're finding contacts on CareerShift, you can cross-reference them directly through your LinkedIn account with the click of a button. And when we get there, I'll explain that to you more thoroughly. So CareerShift is made up of a set of 6 applications and tools. The bottom line on CareerShift is this. We have algorithms. We go out and spider. We scrape the internet for publicly posted information. We gather it into a user-friendly format so you have a chance to be more efficient. So you can search, store, and organize your data all in one place. So the first tab across the top of our screen is My Jobs. Now, a little bit of housekeeping. When you click on a tab, it becomes white. There's a series of subcategories underneath, and every page in CareerShift looks just like this. The left-hand side is going to be your file folder system. It's what you're choosing to save and organize. If I open up the plus button beside my Chicago Consulting Company file, you'll see that I saved a myriad of information in there. These little icons up here give you different actions for your file folder. The right-hand side of your screen is always going to be the action part of your page. That's never going to change. Run your mouse over blue question marks and you have pop-ups. Run your mouse over pink exclamation marks and you have best practices or hint buttons. So your frequently asked questions are on the page that you're working. I'm circling a little film clip icon. That's your tutorial that talks about using My Jobs. And last but not least, if you need our technical support, please just click the word support in the upper right-hand corner. You'll have instant access to our 800 number, or you can email the CareerShift help desk. So I'm back at My Jobs. My Jobs is a meta job search engine. It's an aggregator. It's going to bring in anything that's publicly posted as long as it has its own URL or link attributed to it. It's going to work like an Indeed product or a Simply Hired product, but it's going to do much more. The keyword box can handle up to 440 characters. For today's example, I'm simply putting the word marketing in there. I'm going to use all of these keywords. I'm going to highlight the word marketing in my search results. I'm going to open up search by area. I can look in the United States, Canada, UK countries, as well as Australia. I can select state and province, city and metro areas. I can even just do a zip code radius of wherever I'd like. If I open up the plus button beside additional criteria, I can look at all job types. I can look at full-time, part-time, contract, or internship or temporary positions. I can look at all websites. I can look at just job boards, or I can weed everything out with the exception of employer websites. Published within 30 days is the oldest job posting you'll find on CareerShift, or extremely current. You can go as recently as today. We have a salary estimate. The first hint button will tell you how to write it or give you the formula. The second one actually explains how we gather that information in. So for today's example, I'm simply going to put a $20,000 range in there. I'm going to sort by relevance of keyword, which was marketing. I can always sort by date later. Let's click the search button so you have an idea of what to expect in terms of search results on CareerShift. A typical search result will be in this format. It's going to be very easy on the eye, kind of blue, white, blue, white. If we look at this first posting, a Director of Marketing and Public Relations, you'll see that it came from the source, Kentucky Community and Technical College System. It was posted yesterday, the beginning of the job description. This job title is a live dynamic link. Clicking on that, it will take you directly to the original source. In this case, it will be opening up the website. When you close out of that, you're right back in your CareerShift result. So you can apply when you have that window open. Or you can choose to go back to CareerShift and save this job in your CareerShift folder system. If I click Save Job, a little Save Items box opens up. I choose to add it to my marketing folder. I click the Save button, and now on the left-hand side in my folder system, my marketing folder opens up, and I can, in fact, verify that I did, in fact, save that position. If you click on a position that you've saved, this is what a Save Job Details card looks like. This is a live dynamic link that goes back to the job posting itself. You can copy and paste it right into a notes section where you keep your other good notes about this job. You can move it to another folder, you can edit it, you can delete it, you can locate it with a Google map, you can share it through social networking, but more importantly, you can quickly click Find Contacts, and again, CareerShift will go out and grab publicly posted information on people that have an affiliation with, in this case, Dignity Health. Now, if I were thinking of applying to a marketing role, I probably would want to begin to network with people that have marketing roles that are at Dignity Health. I can add marketing into the title filter, and I've narrowed this down very quickly to 40 networking opportunities. If I click on contact details of someone, this is an example of the kind of information that you're privy to. If there's a picture on the internet, we grab it. If not, you see a silhouette. We have a title, a link to the organization, email addresses, and phone numbers. You can view company details. You see employment history with links to those entities. Education, articles on the internet that are affiliated with this particular network, possible networking contacts information. So you can gather in your talking points before you reach out. Now at the bottom of their profile, if you've affiliated your LinkedIn account, is where you can click Get Contacts. We'll try to match them through your LinkedIn account. You can click to view their LinkedIn profile and set their LinkedIn contact in your CareerShift saved contact. All you have to do is save that contact to your CareerShift folder system, and this is what a saved contact card looks like. Again, this is a live dynamic link that goes back to the profile that we just viewed. Again, a good note section. You can move this contact around if you needed to do a bit of reorganizing. You can edit, you can delete. You see you have her stored in the marketing folder. What else would be helpful? Well, any candidate needs to know how that particular prospective employer says they need help in areas, right? So at the bottom of any contact card is yet another link. Search for jobs at this company. CareerShift takes you back to My Jobs, enters in the company name, and they have 296 opportunities. This helps us in several ways. It helps us understand what they call their job titles. It helps us understand where their opportunities lie. And every candidate needs to know how a company is hoping to expand and in what areas as we determine our fit and then create our strategy armed with that information. Well, let's say you were interrupted by any of the word search results. You can click Save Search. A little box opens up underneath, and it asks you, what do you want to name this search? I named it Dignity Health. I additionally checked this box to send myself email alerts. Maybe not a daily basis right now, but certainly a weekly. I can click the Save button, and CareerShift will send me weekly updates on the new opportunities that they've posted. to my smartphone as well. I can always go to my jobs in my CareerShift account, go to the subcategory Save Searches, and all of my targeted job search strings populate here. You'll see I began Dignity Health today. I'm getting weekly emails. I can unsubscribe, I can delete, but this is a live dynamic link. Every time I click on it, it's instantly refreshed, and I can organize it by relevance and or by date. If I click on date, you're organizing it, and you'll see today they have already posted new positions that are available. So we're extremely current. In my jobs, we can search for things that are publicly posted. We can manage all of our saved jobs. We don't have to worry about trying to hunt and peck through our folder system. They'll all populate here. We can organize, we can use the search keyword by function or organize them by our own folder systems. I showed you how you can save your job search strings, and we can always go back to the last search that we did in my jobs. We hold those filters for you because we know we just get interrupted. The My Contacts section allows you to search for people and networking opportunities. Under the School Attended filter, of course, we want to show you that you can use this for finding fellow University of Notre Dame people that have posted somewhere on the internet. They have an affiliation with Notre Dame. A quick click of the search button and you will begin to find those folks. You can further filter this for types of roles and further filter it that way. You may be very interested in doing cross-referencing with a Department of Labor basic category. Maybe you would be very interested in cross-referencing it for a particular firm that you might have decided is a target employer for you. So there's a myriad of ways to search for contacts. You can manage all of your saved contacts and look at them all in one place. You can import your contacts from other places into your folder system. So consider this a CRM for your job search, contact relationship management system. You can export your saved contacts into an Excel spreadsheet if you prefer. You can save your contact searches. Much like you save jobs, once you identify the searches that you should be using, you can save those searches and continually go back, and once again, always go back to the last search that you did in My Contacts. The third tab, notice that has gone white, and there's a series of subcategories. You can look for companies and organizations. So let's just say, as an example, you're interested in the field of healthcare, but more importantly, the field of biotechnology. And you happen to be phoning in today from Colorado and have every intention of staying in Colorado, but would like to get a look at the companies that find their home in Colorado that are involved in biotechnology. Your list produces 156 companies. Array Biopharma, the first one in Boulder, a nice, easily understood synopsis of what they do. I can save this company profile to my CareerShift folder system, cross-reference it with posted jobs, network with company contacts, and show my initiative. And if I click on company details, I'm given an expanded snapshot. Key people are listed underneath these same good links we've been working with, and the Array Biopharma up on top is directly linked to the employer website, so we can continue doing a lot of quiet, focused work right here in our CareerShift account. We can search, manage, we can even save our company and organization searches, and once again, always go back to our last search. 3 very robust search engines, then followed by organizational tools. My Documents allows you to search, manage, upload existing documents. It's an unlimited data storage system in your folder system. My Campaigns is your communication piece. You can print your documents, use a local FedEx office, or you can send email communications. When you send email communications, they become a matter of record in your folder system, and they're also placed on your CareerShift calendar. They're placed when you sent it and when you wanted to be reminded to do your follow-up work. There are tutorials for each of these segments, just right in the upper right-hand corner of each of the tools. If I go to the upper right-hand corner and click my organizer, we are back at the initial screen that we started on, And I think that this was a fast and furious overview, but it's meant to give you a strategic overview. I think it's time, Sharon, to perhaps answer any questions that are circulating out there.
Val, thank you very much. So I want to encourage people to continue to type in questions that you might have. Val has given you a lay of the land, the search engines on job-specific, people-specific, and company-specific, which is wonderful, and a subset of searching on people, that ability to reach out after you identify other Notre Dame graduates. So some questions here. Val, can you explain how CareerShift works with LinkedIn? So many people have their LinkedIn profiles.
Sure. You're basically by associating your LinkedIn account, you're basically giving us permission to automatically cross-reference contacts that you found in CareerShift with your LinkedIn account. So if I go to our contact, the contact that we previously saved, and I click on her name, at the bottom of her profile is where we can get matching contacts on LinkedIn. I click Get Contacts, and here we have Ms. Maloney's. We can go and view her LinkedIn profile directly from here. That is one way for us to make contact or get introductions. So it's merely a way for you to quickly to cross-reference. You can also set this person as a LinkedIn contact with yourself, so the next time you go to her contact card, you can immediately just go directly to her LinkedIn profile if you want to make contact that way, or get someone to help you introduce yourself to Megan Maloney in this example.
Great, thank you. Terry's interested in understanding about jobs and where they come from. So you had mentioned that CareerShift goes to all public records, and the specific question is, does this replace the need to look at Indeed, Ladders, FindTheRightJob.com, etc.? Is anything left out?
Thank you. That's a wonderful question. The key to understanding what you're going to be able to find on CareerShift, and we have 2 patents that are pending on our technology and our ability to spider and gather in this information, is one point. And if you can remember, we are able to gather in what's publicly posted. So we're not getting behind membership-driven sites. So as long as it's publicly posted and you don't have to become a member or log into someplace extra, we're able to gather that in. That's what you need to remember.
So to build on that, Val, CareerShift then sweeps the internet, right? Spiders the
Exactly, Sharon.
internet. And so these jobs are in those publicly, in the public domain. So they're for all career stages, industries, locations. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. We have outplacement companies using CareerShift with their clients, and we have undergraduate students looking for their first informational interviews using CareerShift.
Okay, wonderful. And when you were crafting the search, I believe it was for My Jobs, you had drop-down menu in the United States, Canada, UK. Does it include international positions as long as it's in the public domain?
It includes international as it relates to Canada, UK countries, as well as Australia, as well as the United States. And you can pick those entities. So not only will you find jobs, you'll also find contacts in those areas as well.
Okay. So if a job were in Singapore, for example, would it appear in CareerShift?
If they have it posted in the United States, absolutely, or in Canada, UK countries, or Australia.
Great.
It has to be posted here. So an example of that would be a company that has it posted on their employer website. They will tell you that it's international.
Great. We have Michael and Caitlin who are asking about logging in, signing in, and creating a profile. We do have a slide that we're going to show you before we conclude today. There are 2 ways you can log in. anything in creating the account, Val, that would be valuable for individuals who are starting out? What would you share with them in terms of
Well,
instruction?
basically, when you create an account, you're going to be asked your name, you're going to be asked your email address, you're going to create a password and a security question. And please keep in mind that when you're creating a profile on CareerShift, this is the proactive piece. This is the going out silo. Employers are not coming on to view you in CareerShift. This is your going out search engine. So the profile information that you add in is really for your own, just so you can log back in subsequently. Now, keep in mind that if you're going to use the My Campaign section, which is sending email communications through CareerShift, because maybe perhaps you want those records stored for later on, right? Then you want to make sure that you're using your email address where people are going to be able to reach you when they reply. So you want to make sure that that's your email that you want to communicate with.
How are people using the campaign most typically? How are they using that feature and function?
Well, if you find, let's say you have found someone of interest and you want to gather them in for a possible informational interview and you would like to speak to them. CareerShift, because we're gathering phone numbers and email addresses, you have another way to reach out to them than perhaps looking on LinkedIn and asking for an introduction, or sometimes you don't have that information. You need that you want to gather in the talking points on CareerShift. You can craft a cover letter that asks for a few moments of their time to initiate conversations using the talking points that you're gathering in from CareerShift. So sometimes you just want that record in there.
Great.
It looks like it comes directly from you, and replies go directly from you. So.
And it certainly doesn't replace your LinkedIn profile. That's in the public domain.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
Right. This is
this is an additional opportunity. In today's, job search landscape, we want to use all the things that are available to us. So CareerShift is fortunately, University of Notre Dame is offering this to everybody.
Wonderful. I want to thank everyone for your questions today. Val, why don't we move to summarize and the sign-on information, because we know that's a keen interest to people.
Sure. Okay. So we finished our questions and answers, and please remember that all you have to do, if you have any additional questions too, is create your CareerShift account and click that support button as well. So a quick summary: search, store, and organize the job postings. Get inside contact information immediately on people that have an affiliation with that organization. Upload, copy, and paste as many targeted resumes and cover letters as needed. Create unlimited email campaigns with your saved contacts. And contacts are automatically saved and recorded in your My Calendar feature. The sign-up instructions for creating a CareerShift account are one of two ways. Number one is you can go to your Alumni Career Services Center under the Multimedia Resources tab. Under the Job Search Tools section, you will find CareerShift, or you can go directly to this URL. If you go directly to this URL, you need to remember that in the group name box, you must enter Notre Dame alumni into the group name box to be part of their group, and you'll have immediate access. Of course, if you have questions at any time, you're fortunate enough to have Annie to help you with any of your job search needs. Remember that this is also being stored. So thank you so much for your time and attention today. Sharon, would you like to go over your next Clear-Sighted?
I will. I'm just going to leave the sign-up instructions for CareerShift on for just a moment more so that individuals can copy down any information, and to reiterate that it is on our website. You can go directly. You do definitely want to include that you're Notre Dame alumni. That enables you to be identified as such for networking purposes, but also for the complimentary access that's provided by the Alumni Association to our graduates. And as Val has outlined, there's robust online help that's available to you by clicking on various icons as well as emailing their support. And Annie Duffy, our career advisor, is available also. So please do get in, set up your account, and begin using CareerShift. I think you'll find it to be a wonderful way to really manage your job search. It's another tool that's available, but it's very integrated. So I want to thank you for joining us today. We appreciate that. Val, for sharing your expertise and giving us the best practices and giving us a walkthrough of CareerShift. Thank you. Annie, for your support in developing and delivering this webinar. Thank you. To all, a recording will be posted very soon at the my.nd.edu website. You'll find it under Connect and the Multimedia Resources page, where we have this webinar and all previous clear-sighted career webinars. So we encourage you to use our resources, and Annie Duffy, chief among them, as our career advisor. We do have, next year in January, we will have our next clear-sighted career webinar. That webinar is called Job Matching App for Millennials. It's a Bridge My Career demo. Bridge My Career is an online tool that does a variety of things. It's targeted for young alumni, those individuals who are out 10 years or less who are seeking work. It's a tool developed by a Notre Dame grad. So we'll have more information available on our website as that time comes closer, but wanted to make sure you were aware. So again, many thanks for everyone's participation today. We hope that you found it valuable. Thank you.
The leader has disconnected.